Good day and welcome to EDMS, where we try to make engineering, graphic and design as simple as possible. In this lesson, we will look at the general drawing principles, and I will do the drawing on page 1-9 in the HSE drawing workbook. So let's get started. First, we're going to start by reading the question, and I'm going to take a highlighter and highlight everything that I find is important. The question is as follows. Use drawing instruments and copy the given figure, this is the given figure, to a scale of 1 to 1. What does scale 1 to 1 mean? It means we are going to take the dimensions as given here and apply it to the drawing space. There's no calculations that we need to do on conversion with our calculator. So I'm going to use the dimensions as it is given here and apply it onto the drawing space. Special attention must be given to line work, accuracy and neatness. Insert 5 dimensions on the drawing as well, and then special attention must be given to conventions, dimensions as well as tangent, arcs and lines. Use point A as the starting point. If you look here, you can see that you have a starting point A over here given, and the starting point A you can locate in the middle here of the circle. So first things first, I'm going to start by constructing all the center lines. So you can see through point A over here, there's a vertical and a horizontal center line. So I'm going to add that in quickly. A center line is long, short, long, short, long, short. So it's long, short, long, short, long, short. I will take it to the edge here of the page as well as to the left side. Short, long, short. It's like chain line. This is also a B-type line, so it's not too light and it's not too dark. Happy with that? Then I'm going to add the vertical one. I make sure that the triangle is flush against the T-square. So it's short, long, short, long, short, long. Okay, this shouldn't take you too long. Don't overthink this, just put in your center lines. Now, there are 2 additional center lines, one over here and one over here, and they are 156 millimeters apart. We have the middle point, so if we divide 156 by 2, 156 divided by 2, we get 78. So from point A to that center line is 78 millimeters, and from point A to that center line is 78 millimeters. So I'm going to use a ruler. I put my ruler flush against my T-square, and I'm going to mark off 78. Just going to make a mark and 78 to this side. There I will draw the vertical center lines. So short, long, short, long, short, long. That would be enough. Long, short, long, short, long. And I'm going to do the same on this side. Short, long, short, long, short, long. Now, we are going to use our compass quite a lot today. If you look here, I'm going to start in the middle of point A. I'm going to draw that big circle in there, which has a diameter of 60. Now remember, if they give you a symbol that looks like this, that means diameter, and they give you a R, that means a radius. When they give you a diameter, it is from the edge to the edge, 60. So we need to get the radius. So half of 60 is going to be 30. So I'm going to take my compass. I'm going to set this on 30 millimeters. Make sure to work accurate. So make sure you have your 30. I've got my 30 there. Put the sharp point in the middle at point A. Press down into the page on the drawing board. And this circle you can draw as a hard circle with a solid line. Great stuff. Yes, that was 30. Then, in the inside, you will see that there is a dotted circle, and that measurement is diameter 30. So diameter 30 is going to be radius 15. So I'll put my compass on 15. That's a dotted line. So we're going to draw a dotted line. So it's short, 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 all the way around. The dotted circle. Then I'm going to construct that little circle over there and that little circle over there. Both of them have a diameter of 30. So it's the same measurement that I've just used to construct this dotted circle. So we're going to keep this on 15. Just double checking here before I draw. I've got my 15 radius. Why radius? Because it's given as a diameter 30. So we put the radius on 15. And then I can draw in that circle as a solid circle. Nice and dark. As well as on this side. Now, we need to be careful with the following lines. If you look carefully, you will see these lines are tangent lines. So from this arc of the circle to that arc of the circle, we need to draw a line which connects the two arcs. Now, a tangent line, you could think of this like a bullet being fired from there, and it needs to skim or just touch the arc of the circle. So you're going to do this with a ruler. And you're going to play here until you get to a specific point where you make contact with both arcs. So I'm happy with that. If you draw the line should not go through the circle like over here. It just has to touch the arc of the circle. It's very important that you pay special attention to those tangent lines. Okay, good stuff. There's one running on this end as well. So I'm going to put that in. Double check before you draw if you are happy. I'm happy with that. And connect. So if I continue to this line, it wouldn't went through the circle, and the same over there. So it's not from center to center, like that. You can see that that line will go through the circle. It's a tangent line. There we go. And one here as well. There we go. Next up, we have an arc here, an arc there, an arc there, and an arc here, and an arc here. If we want to get this arc, it is radius 54. And that arc is radius 42. From the center point, you can see that the dimension is given from A to there. And that will also be 54. And that will also be 42. So 54 and 42. We are going to construct these circles light first. So I'm going to make my compass on 54. Set it on 54. That's 54. 54 millimeters. Take the sharp point, put it in the middle at A, and go draw a light circle at the top or arc at the top as well as the bottom. Okay, we're going to do this light first because it's only a little part of that arc that is going to be solid. The next one in here is a radius 42 and a radius 42. So I'm going to set my compass on 42. Then I'm going to construct that arc again over there and over there. This arc at the ends have a radius of 24. So I'm going to set my compass on 24. Construct a light circle first. And the same on this side. Light first. Okay, that looks interesting. Now we are going to draw tangent lines once again from this arc to this arc and from that arc to this arc. You can see here that circle is connected to this arc with a tangent line. So from there to here, I will draw a dark line. So that arc will go from there up until, can do the same on this side, tangent line, to there. So that will be your arc. I'm going to do the same here at the top. From that circle to that arc. It is very important that you do these arcs in construction first, meaning light, so that you don't mess this up. We want to keep it light first. Now you can take your compass. You can take the lead to that arc you've made. And all that you can do is you can just darken it between those two lines. Look how nice that looks. It is so lekker when a thing comes together. But if they don't, it's not so lekker. Okay, so from there to there. Happy with that. Then our next line is from this arc to the arc at the top. So from there to there, from here to here, there to there, and there to there. So same applies to this line, a tangent line, from the one arc to that arc, from this arc to this arc. Nice and neat. You can see a clear difference between my construction line and my solid line. Now we can darken that arc from the to there, there to there, and there to there, and there to there. You don't need to go measure off 54 again. You can just put your sharp point in the middle and take the lead to the point. Before you draw, always double check if it comes out to that point. Yes, I'm happy. And you can darken that arc. Same down here. Then at the edge, you just take the lead to those points. Before you draw, double check if you are happy. Yes, happy. Then you can darken. And the same on this side. Great stuff. Now just checking if we have everything. We've got the two circles, the big circle, the dotted circle, tangent, 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 tangent. Yes. They've asked you to add 5 dimensions. So I'll maybe give, now let's say we're going to give 2 diameters and 2 radiuses and 1 width. That 156 we can give. But I'll give the diameter over here. So I'll take my 45 degrees. In lighting construction, draw a 45-degree line. Darken the tip from that edge, from there to there. We are using tips. And then on a line, nice and neat, you write diameter 30. So I'm using a tip instead of an arrow because arrows tend to differ. One person will make his or her arrow like that. Another person will color it in. Other person's arrow is like a thick and has a line through. So there are too many variables. So what we do is we just darken the line at the edge to show from there to there. That indicates like an arrow. It is diameter 30. Let's give that radius 24 on this side. Like 45. Nice in construction, light. On a line, just darken the tip. So you say from there to there, that is radius 24. Now let's give the big circle in here, light all the way through. From there to there on a line that was diameter 60, and this one a small circle in the inside from there to there. That was diameter 30. Now, from the one center line to that center line, I'm going to add in that dimension line. So I'm just going to erase a bit. Extend this line up. And within those two lines, I'm going to draw a light line across. There to there. Gonna darken the tip. And on the line, I will write 1, 5, 6. And that is that. Thank you so much for watching the lesson. Make sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.